They have all compared you to the next coming of Michael Jordan. What do you say to that?
I mean, how would I look denying it?
In 2024, Edwards could not escape the Jordan allegations. Everywhere you turn, people were comparing him to Michael Jordan because of his elite scoring, stellar team performance, clenching the 1 seed in the West for the majority of the season, and his charismatic personality off the court. But one thing about being called the face of the league is that it's largely tied to team success. It's hard to be that face when you are a 10th seed or don't have a track record of winning games or making the finals. Little by little, people start going back on their projections and his overall stock starts to plummet at no fault of his own, which can affect, of course, his personal brands, etc. Part of this plummet in stock is largely due to his change in play style. People loved Anthony Edwards because he did stuff like this.
Edwards! Just electrified the crowd!
But his overall play style has been forced to change because when everyone is calling you one of the best players in the NBA, people take notice.
But I can't show it because I'm getting double teamed. It's definitely frustrating, to see these guys cooking us and I can't cook them.
But he hasn't managed to adapt to this new level of defense yet, which is no good for someone who's the team's primary scorer. Besides the fact that his team has fallen to a 9th seed after having one of the greatest Timberwolves seasons of all time, all while struggling to stay above 500 almost halfway into the season, his main frustration is less on the team's performance and more on the team itself. Rudy Gobert is averaging his lowest number of rebounds per game since 2015, 10 years ago. This is especially surprising since with the absence of Cat, another 7-footer in the paint, you'd expect this number to go up, not down. For Cat, Gobert's absence and being the largest man on the team has led him to average the highest total rebounds of his career at a staggering 14 rebounds per game, leading the entire league. This leaves the majority of the team's output to come from 2 places, namely Randle and Edwards.
Edwards.
The biggest change has, of course, been the loss of Karl-Anthony Towns to the Knicks in exchange for Julius Randle and DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo has been nothing short of a disappointment, to say the least, dropping to only 10 points per game on 38% efficiency on similar minutes, which is surprising given his breakout performance as a solid bench player on the Knicks last season. Julius Randle has also proven not to be a great fit for the Minnesota Timberwolves, simply because his play style is 2-ball dominant and similar to that of Edwards, with his shooting, rebounding, and chemistry, with the team being nowhere close to that of Cat when he was with the team. Overall, the entire team's chemistry has just been off this season. Mike Conley's age is starting to show in his stats, falling from averaging 11 on 45% efficiency to just 8 on 35% on similar minutes. And this means that this drop in offensive output needs to come from somewhere else, and that somewhere is not going to be Jaden McDaniels.
Back from Anderson. Gonna take a 3. Cash!
McDaniels' stats have also dropped slightly, though not significantly enough to cause alarm. He's only averaging 9.6 points per game on 30 minutes, with his most frustrating trait being that he could give you 8 or 21 on any given night, depending, of course, on how he's feeling. For a team that was a 1 seed this time last season to fall to a 10 seed right now is completely frustrating. This slight dip in performance is extremely frustrating for Edwards because he has actually improved in his game, specifically in his 3-point shooting, which has gone up from 35% from the arc to 42%.
Yes, trying to add to it here and does. It's his 9th of the ball game.
He currently leads the entire league in 3-pointers made this season, even recording a career-high 10 3-pointers against the Pistons on 66% efficiency. The rest of his stats are more or less the same since last season, which is frustrating for Edwards, because even though he is clearly doing his best, he can't do much about his teammates. Do you think the Wolves can still turn things around? Let me know, but as always, like and subscribe and help the channel reach 1,000 subs. Thanks for watching.